Our next speaker will be Miss Elvira Green. Miss Green is formerly a mezzo-soprano with the Metropolitan Opera. She's currently serving in her 8th year as an artist in resident of her undergraduate alma mater, North Carolina University. This is Sylvia Olden Lee and the National Conservatory of Music movement 20 years later. I'd like to welcome Ms. Green. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you. May I ask everyone who's sitting in this audience now to raise your hands as high as you can get them and say hi to your neighbor. Louder, please. Oh, that was so mild. I am so happy to be here this afternoon to share a few moments of the legacy of an incredible human being. There are two females who have occupied this planet that have made me who I am today. One is my grandmother, Elvira Catherine Pennington Watson, and the other is Sylvia Olden Lee. Permit me to read a little something to you. My tribute to Sylvia Olden Lee on the occasion of the honor of being bestowed upon her by the National Opera Association. History is recording as we speak a master musician, a diminutive woman with orchestral fingers, a symphonic intellect, and a real live genie. Performers of all the musical statues who have been honored to study with Mrs. Lee do know who the consummate artist is. There will never be sufficient vocabulary to express my thanks to her for giving me the operatic and classical tools with which to create an inexhaustible array of characters. There is no more gratifying response to my performances as when the comment is made, "Ah, you've worked with Sylvia Lee." Mrs. Lee asked me one morning, well, she didn't really ask you. She just simply said, "This is where we're going and this is what you're going to do." And so she invited me to come with her to a meeting of this incredible institution to talk about the National Conservatory of Music. It was then for me a wonderful opportunity to open my horizons, or to continue to open my horizon into what it is music is about in terms of a culture, in terms of what it means when people hum to themselves, in terms of what it means when people take the time to get dressed, or maybe not to get dressed, to go to a performance of any nature, cultural or rather uncultured, to learn some culture. We can do that as well. What she had me to understand was that this world of classical music has no one name nor 100,000 names. It is the music of the world created by a world of people. And I would like to just take maybe 3 or 4 more minutes to talk to you about my world of people, an advocate for young people in the arts. For the last, let's say more than a week or so, I have traveled around the world many, many times, including with the Schiller Institute, to perform with children in all walks of life, in all living situations, We were in one small town and visited a children's founding home. I don't know if anyone would, someone would remember. And there was a tiny little girl who heard music, and she found herself in the room with us. And her father immediately came and literally took her by the arm and snatched her out of the room. She didn't cry. When he released her, she came back. He did it a second time. She still didn't cry. He released her, she came back. And he came with her. And all she sang was, Mary had a little lamb, little lamb. She had heard us sing nursery rhymes for about 5 minutes. I don't know what language she spoke, but it didn't matter. It was the language of the music. And that's what we do for young people. I have been dealing with this particular aspect of music, the classical arts, for more than 20 years, running a summer opera program for 7 to 17-year-olds, where in 3 weeks, they not only learn to sing an opera, but they learn to act. They learn to sing in English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Russian. I do speak a little bit of something. And they don't know the first day when they come in that they're going to learn to sing opera. They learn a story, they meet each other, they talk about where they came from, and they play together in a beautiful world where the culture of classical music exists. At the end of the day, they have written in their journal, we can't wait to come back tomorrow. I find that the culture of classical music is truly alive and well. And why do I find that so? Because I insist that that is what it is. And that is what the young people with whom I have worked all these years, some of who have grown, have become international opera singers or cultural entrepreneurs in the world of music or film or oratory, of all of those opportunities that they share their culture in music, their understanding of what it is to say, I sing opera, I sing recitals, I sing Handel and Mozart and Dvorak and William Grant Still and all of those wonderful things. We love music, and we love classical music. And with that, I am a poor pilgrim of sorrow. I'm tossed in this wide world alone. No hope have I for tomorrow. I started to make heaven my home. Sometimes I am tossed and driven, Lord. Sometimes I don't know where to roam. I heard of a city called heaven. I started to make it my home. Thank you.